Om Shanti. It's an honor for me as a teacher from the western part of the world to teach. At my age, I'm above 60 now, Indian classical music from the north part of India. It's called Gayal. Most students, they start with a G flute. And because there is not so much material for the G flute, I'm offering you on the World Wide Web now some lessons based on the G. So you tune your tampura. This is a real tampura. What you hear now is an electric tampura, and you tune it in G. And then we start with lesson 1 with sargam. That means saregama pada nisa sanida pamagaresa. This is God walking on the earth, the Sa. Remember, God walking on the earth. And listen, you put your thumb here, not here, here. And you close, for the Sa, you close the above 3 fingers. You put this one here, and you use the middle of your finger, the middle part, to close that. And the same you do later on with Ni Da Pa. In India, it's tradition, if you want to play flute or other instrument, the guru is saying to you, just go to that room and play for half a year, only Sa. We are not going to do that. We don't have time anymore for that. But anyway, if you want to do it traditionally, Sa is something holy. It's from the inside, what I learn. So, a beautiful Sa is maybe already a beautiful piece of music. But we are going on with Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, Sa. So, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, Sa. And it's the equivalent, the same as in the Western way of music making. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So every instrument is tuned in another Sa, and that's while that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do fits with it, because do is also not a fixed note, it's just a grounding point, and that's the grounding point of the beginner flute is G. Later on, if you are more advanced, you can play the E flute. And let's say most sitar players, they are tuned in D or D sharp, and sarod players mostly in C. So every instrument has its own tuning. But for us flute players, we can have this study starting with G, and then it's not a big step to go to the E. But first, I recommend most students, if you don't have 2 big fingers, that you start with the G. So I play for you the basic alankar, which you have to practice thousands of times if you want to have a good, very nice tune, a holy tune. So I start now with Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa. So the thumb, this one must be underneath this finger, and this thumb must be up. And you blow not over it but in the hole, and you press this a little bit here. So you can start with and if you don't get sound, that's possible, then you are not lucky. If you get sound, you are lucky. But maybe you start first like this, and then later on you're fingering. And the story goes in India that Krishna, he walks through the forest, and then at a certain point he heard a very beautiful sound, and then he was looking where is that sound coming from, and then he found that there was some holes in a piece of bamboo, and that make that beautiful sound. So he cut off the bamboo, and then he made this beautiful, very simple flute, just made out of bamboo, and with 6 holes for your fingers. 1 hole here is just for the sound, the stability of the sound, and 1 hole here for blowing. Om Shanti. See you in the next level.